Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today we got some more Battlefield 4 information, and to start things off excitingly, we now have a confirmed release date. A lot of people were speculating that it was going to come out in October, since that's the same time that Battlefield 3 launched, and they were absolutely right. It's going to come out in October 29th, 2013, just in time for the Christmas and holiday season. But what's really cool is that they've also given us some details on an expansion pack that's going to be included if you pre-order the game. It's called China Rising. It's much like what they did with Back to Karkin for Battlefield 3. If you remember that 2 years ago, that was their pre-order bonus. And the same thing here. It's going to feature 4 new maps. It's going to have brand new vehicles and some high-tech gear. We don't really know anything more than that, other than it's going to be set in China and it's going to feature vast and majestic Chinese mainland. But what's also interesting is that they included a picture of a soldier. And at first glance, you probably wouldn't think a whole lot about it, but then you notice that he is holding 2 primary weapons. He's got one on his back and he's got one in his hand, and he also looks like he also has a pistol. And since this is a multiplayer expansion pack and it's kind of the cover art for it, some people are speculating that this might mean that we will be able to have 2 primary weapons for the multiplayer. And if DICE does go down this route, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it, because we run into some balancing issues. DICE really likes to do the whole rock, paper, scissors type of thing for their Battlefield series. If you're using a high-powered bolt-action rifle, you're going to do really well at long range. You're going to dominate everyone at a distance. But as soon as you get up close and personal, you are going to be very vulnerable. The opposite is true if you use a high rate of fire weapon. If you use the AEK, you're going to kick some ass up close, but as soon as you go for someone at a distance, it's going to take you a lot longer to take them out because of the high recoil. But as soon as you implement a system where you have 2 primary weapons in place, then all of a sudden you don't have any weakness. You could use, let's say, the G3A3 to take out people at a distance, and then when you get into a close encounter conflict, you can switch on over to the FAMAS or the F2000, use that high rate of fire, and then all of a sudden every single soldier has no weakness, and they will literally be able to handle every single engagement without a problem. So if they do this, it's challenging to try to balance that out. So if you give players the option to go down the 2 primary route, well then how do you counterbalance that? Do you take away some of their specializations? Do they not have an option for other weapons, or can they only use specific primary weapons? Like, it's a challenge, and it kind of turns into a nightmare. But in all honesty, this is just speculation. I mean, the DICE or the marketing department could have just put a bunch of weapons on the soldier to make him look more like a badass, but I'd like to get your guys' opinion. Would you guys like to see 2 primary weapon soldiers in Battlefield 4? Would you like that combat? I personally think it would be terrible. I think it would kind of turn into a nightmare. I don't think they're going to go down that route. I'm really hoping that it's just a marketing ploy, but I'd like to get your guys' opinion. But that is about all the information that has come out over the last couple of days. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and so until tomorrow, have a good one and take it easy.